Is it shallow to judge people by their appearance? I mean, aren't we admonished not to judge a book by its cover or make assumptions about people based on what we see on the outside? Things like race, gender, or age? Sure, we can tell ourselves that we are people of substance who look into the inner soul of another people before we form an impression of them. But before you get too comfortable with that fairy tale, not everyone has the time to deep dive into your genius or high moral character. It's a sad fact of life that leaves even Cinderella with ash in her mouth. Did you know it takes less than 10 seconds to form an assessment of someone's face? These first impressions predict all kinds of important characteristics, not just attractiveness. For example, people's snap judgment of a politician's competence based solely on their appearance can predict their success in an election even when the audience has no knowledge of who the politician is. These impressions we make in a split second aren't random. They tend to be shared by the majority of the people surveyed, but it doesn't necessarily make them correct. So, it's essential that you know how to create a great first impression. Here are some useful tips to help you do this. The first thing people notice is your appearance will enhance your personal brand. Number 1 is dress to impress. Oh, don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. I know it sounds trite, but appearance is our first filter. This isn't news to anyone to put a little effort into it. As they say, dress for the job you want and not the job you have. This doesn't necessarily mean conservative or expensive, but it does mean you need to put thought into your appearance. A watch or piece of jewelry goes a long way in sending the right message or the wrong one. The second one is face impression. Facial expressions play a significant role in how people perceive you. While you may have a face made for radio, there is one feature over which you have complete control: your smile. As the saying goes, a smile and the world smiles too. So there's nothing like a smile to create a good first impression. A warm and confident smile will put both you and the other person at ease. 3. Appear interested. Even boring people have feelings, so make an effort to appear interested in what they have to say. You never know who that person knows and how they might be able to help you out in the future. One of the best ways to win people's confidence is by simply letting them talk first. Start collecting information about the other person. Listen as they share things about themselves, and the best way to do this is to engage in a small talk. Conversations are based on verbal give and take. It may help you to prepare some questions for the person you are meeting, or take few minutes to learn something about them. For instance, do they play golf? Do you have anything in common with them? The next one is body language. Psychology tells us that we instinctively mirror each other's body language. If the other person lacks eye contact and acts distracted, we'll also start to scan the room for someone more likable so we can get away from the bore in front of us. A mirror neuron is a neuron that helps the brain recognize faces and read facial expressions. This is the neuron responsible for our mirroring reactions. If someone smiles at you, the neuron fires and causes you to smile in return. If you want to know more about body language, see the video in my channel. The next one is offer a firm handshake. A handshake is the international sign of politeness. A proper handshake can convey confidence. They are an easy way to make a killer first impression. Don't roll eye at this, but a handshake can be a fine art. It should be warm, friendly, and sincere. If it is too firm or too weak, you may convey a negative impression. If you're seated when you are introduced to someone, stand before you shake hands. It shows respect for the person you are meeting. Be on time. Someone you are meeting for the first time will not be interested in your good excuse for running late. Plan to arrive a few minutes early is much better than arriving late, and is the first step toward creating a good first impression. The next one is be yourself. Yes, making a good impression does mean you need to fit into some degree, but it doesn't mean losing your authentic self. Doing this will make you feel more confident, help you to build trust, and earn the respect and integrity from the people you meet. The last one is be positive. Your attitude shines throughout in everything you do. So project a positive attitude even in the face of criticism or in the cause of nervousness, and strive to learn from your meeting. Finally, show that you're approachable by maintaining an upbeat manner and smiling. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video.